Alright, let's get this shit started. Finally, let's get this shit started. Alright, so this is a replay analysis of Katlord. He is a Gold 1 player, and he's also a fellow Patreon member. He's versing a Syndra. Does he have a little bit of MR? Yes, he does have MR, so it's good. Should go Dark Seal. He goes refill here. I would honestly get 3 pots. I think Syndra's a very pokey champion. You never know if she's gonna land like a lot of Qs. But if you're confident in the matchup, it's okay to go refill. But honestly, I think it's completely fine going 3 pots. You don't really lose that much.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, wow, Syndra has MR, huh? No, she doesn't actually. I think in that early trade it was okay for. Okay, so I think you should have expected to get hit by the Q here. So you shouldn't have backed up. Like, if she was that close to you, you probably should have like kind of played more aggressive and just try to trade at that point. One thing is that when you have 3 pots compared to 2 pots, you don't want. When you have a refill pot, you're inclined not to take as much poke. But if you have 3 pots, you're already at a pot advantage. So if it's let's say 125 and this is 150, so she already has like around the equal amount, and she's a very pokey champion. So me here, I would have probably gotten 3 pots and I would have tried to trade Qs here. But the thing is, like, she autos you here, right? And then she walks closer. You should immediately see that the melee the mage minions just start autoing her. So you should have at least actually like walked up and try to bait out stuff. But the thing is, this is something you would do with 3 pots. You know, with the refill pot, you really don't have that much regen in lane. But like, it's pretty big when they get hit, when they get targeted by mage minions. But you decide to go back, so that's fine. You gotta play a little bit differently with refill, because you don't have as much sustain. Okay, so she's gonna hit level 2 first, so you gotta be a little bit careful. I think you should kind of sit back a little more. Like, she has wave advantage if you look here, or she has like the lane control here, because basically what you do when you sit around the outer area of her Q is whenever you walk into her range of her Q, she's just gonna throw it out. So like, obviously, like, the moment you start going straight towards her into her Q range, she's gonna throw it. That's one annoying part about, you know, staying too back. Like, you kind of want to stay a little forward, but the thing is, like, if you're scared of taking too much damage, there's no reason for you to be up here, unless you're trying to like trade Qs or whatever. But you have a refill potion, so you don't have that much healing, and there's no minions low enough for you to Q. If anything, you should just be getting into EXP range whenever you can. But she's getting a lot of free autos off. I think you're trying to Q that mage minion. I don't know what I think you're trying to Q her actually here. But the thing is, she has like more minions than you, so you can't. You're better off just waiting for the wave to just come up to like the tower and just farm there and just miss a few CS, just so you don't get poked out like this. But she's taking a lot of minion damage. Now you guys are both low, but the thing is, like, okay, she just uses stun so recklessly. Yeah, I think you're getting way too close. You're trying to like poke her out with Qs, but the thing is, like, if you saw your Q damage early, it didn't really do much. So at that point, you should be like, oh, it's not worth. Oh my gosh, he tanked the tower. Are you gonna flash? And then the minion didn't kill you. So basically, the thing about this trade here is that you lose a fuck ton of minions. You have 0 CS, she has 10. So you lost a bunch of minions. You do get the XP for the kill, but I think she's more ahead of you in CS. EXP. Let's see. Yeah, so she's level 3 just a little bit, and you're like almost level 3. So actually, it's actually a good thing that the minions kind of stopped here. If it's a tower, it would have been bad. So honestly, like if you want to go for that guarantee safest play, you should have let the minions come to the tower just so that you can get the minions. Because if you were that low, and Syndra did, you know, fuck up there. So like, there's a chance that if you just let her shoved in, that she would make a stupid mistake like that again. Minion EXP should be a little bit similar now. I thought the minions were actually gonna go hit the tower, but a lot of cases it would. So you gotta be careful. Ooh, you shouldn't have triple there. So let's see this real quick. Okay, so you want to jump on her for sure. So you dodge your Q. That's good, right? Eat W. You don't have to throw your Q yet. You don't have to throw your Q yet. You could wait just a bit for her to move, like at a specific direction. Like you want her to choose a direction first. So like now you're here waiting, right? You don't hit that, but when you threw that Q, now she has time to dodge it, because you threw your Q too early. If you're at this position and it still had your Q, you threw it now, it would land around here, but you'd be able to Shimpo. Like, because the dagger's already there, she can already play around it. But when you throw your Q and immediately Shimpo, it's a lot harder to react to. So you should have held your Q there for sure, and just waited for your W to pop. You just want to use the W to kind of like get that AoE damage, and then AoE damage and get the Shimpo reset so that you can follow up with your Q in the afterwards. I think you could have also, you might have been able to potentially hit her. Yeah, you could have potentially hit her with that that W as well. So what you have to do, so let's say you're here, right? You could have potentially hit her like if you stood here, but you notice how you moved back and then it procced and your shield's like right out of it. What you have to do is you have to stand in the very edge of your circle and you just press S so that you can get the max range W you can. So that's one thing. And then afterwards, you decided to jump on that. There was no point. There's like literally nothing to accomplish here. Now you have to wait 2 seconds of free poke before you get your Shimpo back up again. And now you're behind. Honestly, against this matchup, I would have probably went. What's it called? I would have probably went longsword. I think with longsword you may have been potentially able to outdamage her there, just because you're up close and you're trying to get as much Shimpo damage as possible. That's what I try to do. So I think longsword early is definitely better than Amtom early, cause like the thing about Amtom early is it buffs your Q more, and longsword buffs your like E and your autos more. So if you're not trying to play around hitting them with the Q, then longsword is better. If you're trying to just go in with like Shimpo and stuff like that, it's better. But it looks like here you actually go Rallies. So yeah, that's actually fine. I actually didn't know. I thought you were gonna go Gunblade, but I think in this matchup, the way Syndra's playing, you could have definitely went Gunblade and just shit on her. Maybe get like a Negatron, maybe like second item after finishing a revolver or something. That's what I would have done. They also have a Sedge jungle as well. But either works. Like, I like to go Rallies in this kind of position too. Okay, one thing, you probably shouldn't just shove in the wave here. Like, alright, so what I like to do is I like to make the enemy laner walk up. You know? I like to make the enemy laner walk up. Okay. I like to make the enemy laner walk up. Oh, one sec. Guys. About that, guys. My friend just ended work and he wants to come over. Sorry about that. Okay, but back to what I was talking about. So I'd like to make the enemy laner walk up, right? So then you should have probably let the minion wave like go to the tower. First of all, you have all your skills up, and it would force Syndra to walk up if she wants to try to poke you. So you would set her up. It would set her up. You basically set her up to die, or set her up for you to play aggressive. But because you used all your skills here, and then you shoot poke in. First of all, you didn't get that much damage off here, and she actually misses like the Q because she pushes you away or something. But yeah, you wouldn't have taken that much damage. You would have let Syndra like up here, and then you could have set up with your Q or something. Mainly, Syndra doesn't want to walk up too far because Cat can take huge advantage of people overextending in lane. But because Syndra is like doesn't really know, like she should be playing back, but because she's like playing so aggressive, you could have definitely like made something happen. Okay, nice. And then you wait for a Shimpo to come up. Okay, so you threw your Q, you set it up, and then you saw her get too close. You hit her with the Shimpo, auto, proc on the Lords. It's good. She misses her W, so you don't have to rush this play. I think you assumed that your Shimpo was gonna come up right at that point. You should have just waited for your Shimpo to guarantee come up. Shimpo like behind her and then W. That would have guaranteed another Shimpo and another W, and then you could have probably killed her. But she used her stun there, so let's see what the cooldown is. 10 seconds. So you have a lot of time to try to do something. So yeah, it looks like you're trying to play aggressive here. Like, I think you should. Well, she is healing up right now. Let's see, do you have one? I would pop the refill pot because I'm looking to try to like make a play. Get a little bit of poke. Okay. Definitely should have popped your refill earlier, cause like Syndra was behind and you were almost like 6 and you had a level advantage. So if you know you immediately have that advantage and you think that you can go for a kill, just pot up. It's safer. Okay, let's see. You have 880. I would get Storkshoes here, but I would assume you get Blasting One. Yeah. So let's see. Can you roam any other lane when you're backing? No, not really. Alright, one sec, guys. I actually have to get him. Sorry about all this. Ugh. Alright, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I probably would have went Storkshoes here. I think Storkshoes probably would have been better. In my opinion, for just like gap closing onto Syndra and dodging her her skills. So you know Syndra's Mia. She's level 5, so you could assume that she's not really trying to roam. If she roams when she's level 5, she's not going to get anything accomplished. So now you're just not looking to shove the wave. You're looking for Syndra to walk up to you and overextend, and you're basically just trying to make her farm. And if she gets too close... Wait, is Syndra over there? Yeah, no, it's good that you're not heart shoving, but it does look like Syndra does want to go bot. So here you just want to shove the wave. Yeah, see, what you could have done different there was you could have pinged them back like hard. Like you had to just ping them back, because they ended up walking up too far here. So basically, instead of just pinging your own lane, you can tell that Syndra's not gonna go top. Like, I don't think she'd go top. She was more prone to going bot lane, so you should have pinged their direction and everything. That's one thing you could have done better in this in that whole thing. So let's see. So now looking to go bot. Okay. The direction you're going in is a little interesting. Yeah, but they're backing now. So yeah, there's nothing for you to do here. How much money do you have? 650. Yeah, you kind of just wasted a lot of time there, but potentially you could jump on the Syndra here. So you do flank. She's level 6, but I don't think you should be too scared. She only has a lost chapter. You should jump on her right now. Oh my god. You could have jumped on her and try to look for outplay. I think your full combo won't add up to her full combo as long as you play it out right. The only thing that you have to watch out for is that Syndra doesn't cancel your ulti. Okay. Okay, so Syndra's pretty low. You don't see anyone else in their other lanes. You didn't have to shove that. She's level 6. She's actually super scared of you. You shouldn't be so scared of her. She doesn't have that much damage, not as much as you do. And if you saw, like, there was no one bot lane either, so there's no ways for you to roam, or no opening for you to roam. So you pushing this wave was actually in favor of Syndra, because then she's just like, oh, I could just sit under my tower and farm safely. But instead, like, you shoved the wave, and now she gets free farm. Instead, like, what you could have done was you could have just let the minions just sit around mid and just zone her out of EXP. Just starve her even more of farm and EXP. Okay. Yeah, this is not a good roam. This happens to work. Okay, Sejuani comes. Wait, something can actually happen here. Yeah. That's good, that's good. Okay, nice combo. Syndra's gonna come. Syndra might potentially just kill him out. Yeah, where's Syndra? Yeah, Syndra was trying to roam down, but she couldn't. She couldn't keep up. So you're level 8, you're almost level 9, she's just at level 7, so you're a lot stronger than her. So you're at that point where you can just like zone her out. She doesn't do enough damage, she doesn't do as much damage as you do. You can completely out damage her. I don't know about now though. You gotta go back and buy. So you can actually shove out this next wave and just look to back, because you have a lot of money. Syndra's probably backing. Okay, she's doing wolves. Okay, so you're backing. You probably get rallies here. I'll probably get rallies and Stork Shoes. I think Stork Shoes is just a really good item. Just because of the movement speed early. Oh, but you decided to go Gunblade. Interesting. I've never actually built like that. I think it's either rallies or Gunblade. It's either rallies or Gunblade first. If I build rallies, I don't go Gunblade, because I need that extra what's it called, defensive stats. But no, this build is fine. It's just not something I'm used to. But I definitely would have went Sorks. You don't know where Syndra is. Okay, so you shove in the wave just to try to like open any opportunities. This guy is super. Okay, and then you just dive him. probably could have W'd there before ulting. Probably would have killed him sooner if you did that. Okay, nothing's gonna happen here. You probably should back. Syndra could just ulti you. Yeah, you get a longsword. Double longsword actually. Oh, Syndra looks like she flashed. Okay, so mid tower is pretty low. You should just look to your priority is pretty much just look to try to take that down. And I'm not saying tunnel on it. Just play around the fact that your enemy mid tower is low. Okay. You could have definitely walked up. You could have definitely shimpoed. So like, it looks like here you're trying to dodge her W, but if you know that when she drops her W, she has to stay still for a second. So, hold on. Yeah, she has to stay still for a sec. So like, you just okay. First of all, she's maxing Q first. Her W isn't that strong right now. It's like. What? It's okay though. She's maxing E second, so she actually has a level 1 W. It's gonna do jack shit. So like, if you just ignored the fact that like you were gonna get hit, if you just walk straight up to her, you would have definitely just hit that E onto her, because it looks like that's what you're trying to do. But instead, you E onto a minion, and you couldn't get anything done. I'm telling you, if you see how much damage you did, you would have done like half her health with the revolver and everything. Yep. Nice. Yeah, you could have done that a lot sooner with the ult. The moment she throws out her stun, that's your cue to go in. Yeah, she threw it there. You should have just ulted straight up. But I think you had to burn it. It was just a lot more closer than it should have been, just because you ulted too late, and she was able to get the damage off first. Remember, you gotta be super decisive, because if you get your damage off too late, like sometimes you get too low, maybe you can't do anything. It's just better to be as decisive as you can when it comes to plays like those. Okay, so I would get Sword Shoes here. I don't know. Sword Shoes is just so important early to me, especially in a game like in Gold. Like a lot of your pressure just comes from like being around the map. And Sword Shoes also helps in lane, especially against an immobile champ like Syndra, because it allows you to gap close. She went Sword Shoes first, so like you kind of want to match it in a way if you want to like be able to gap close onto her easier. But you can always do the minion bilge water thing, but it's not as reliable. So you just want to shove this hard, because you see Syndra down there, and then you're just looking to try to apply pressure on the map. If you see Riven and Jarvan are in some shit, so you should just start walking there right now. Yeah, just try to help them out here. Okay. So she flashed. So next thing you want to get, probably bot tower, but bot tower's already gone. Your bot lane's doing super well. Wow, she fucked that up. Okay, so now you want to be, you want to be moving around top here. There's nothing going on here. You want it to be moving around here. Let's see if there was a moment. Like the moment. Okay, you shove this wave. Okay, and then like at this point you should be moving over here, cause there's nothing for you to do down here. Ali is over here, so, and your team's over here trying to like, you know, invade or like being in their jungle. So you should be moving up here. If you just look at the map, there's 2 people here, so bot lane's completely fine. Like nothing's gonna happen in bot lane. So you should have definitely just started moving here. And Sejuani probably would have been dead. Jarvan goes in. Jarvan actually dies. Darius fucks up his flash. Sejuani uses ulti, and yeah, you definitely could have helped him get the Sejuani kill. But instead, you decided to ward this, and this ward is completely unnecessary because everyone kind of showed themselves around here, and you have bot tower and mid tower gone, which means that you're able to ward deeper and you get more info out of it. There, if enemy decides to like walk around here, they're overextended, and it's like easy kills. So you wanna like ward deeper because there's a chance that they won't go around here because they're too scared. It's too dangerous to go around that far. Okay, so you shove this in, then you back. I believe you're gonna wait for Gunblade. Yeah, at this point, yeah, it's fine. Definitely would have gotten Sword Shoes first, but it's whatever. Moonsme is just so good on Cat. Okay, so your team's doing Dragon.
Red team
So you're expecting something to happen. Trying to get this alley. Sejuani's down here too. Go for the flank. Go on the Twitch first. Now she could have done that a little bit differently. The way I would have done it was, I don't have ulted so early. So if we slow it down here, if you see, like, you can set up your daggers in a line towards them. So then, like, if you jumped on Twitch here, EWQ, the dagger would land around here. So then, once you get that initial setup, you can jump onto the Q dagger and then ulti afterwards. You didn't need ulti to kill Twitch, but you Q'd first, and Twitch, like, what he could do is he could just walk this way and just dodge your Q. If anything, you have to throw your EW so that it would kind of like, it would pretty much just trap him, and like, I think the kills would have been a lot more cleaner. You didn't have to cancel your ulti with Gunblade here either. If anything, you could have just QE'd just a little bit faster. But overall, like, you got all 3 kills, so it really doesn't matter, I guess. As long as you end up getting all 3 kills. Okay, so team wants to go bot. Let's see, 3 people dead. So yeah, that's a free tower. Syndra's what, level 10? Yeah, she's super behind. All she has is a Morello. Now you guys push mid tower, so that's really good. You guys are getting objectives. Darius died. So there's 2 things you can do. You can go top or you can go mid. I think at this point, if you feel like you couldn't rotate, or if you couldn't get the mid tower, you should just go top. But you can actually potentially clean this up. Yeah, is Sejuani have ulti? No, she doesn't. I'm guessing that's what you're a little afraid of, or like Ali CC. It's fine. I would have tried to like set up a Q or something. Like around here. Ali uses knockup, that's one thing. I think you're staying way too back. I know you're looking out for the Sedge ulti, but it's 623. You're at this point where like you have a lot of items. You're pretty tanky. You can afford to take some damage. It's not like they're strong enough to where they can one-shot you. I know the champions look scary, but you're so ahead to where like they can't one-shot you. Like, you're a lot harder to deal with anything. Syndra ulted too. So yeah, Soraka sounds everything. You should have just went in. If anything, Ali would have just knocked you back. That's it. You have to watch out for the CC and not play so scared. Especially when you're this ahead. It's so easy to clean up when you're that ahead. And you got a 9-1 Riven, you got a Soraka, like, I don't know, there's just really nothing to be afraid of. Okay, and then you go in. I would have went in there. Did Ali have combo? I would have went in there and W to try to bait something. I believe. Okay, no, Ali actually didn't combo. I still would have went in to try to bait something. Cause like Twitch is 1-6. Sejuani is like, she already used their skills. Like they don't do enough damage, especially when you go allies. When you go rallies, you're a lot tankier than you think. That's why I like to build it. And the slow is really helpful too. You get the Sork shoes, you get the blasting one, that's good. Baron's coming up. Decide to push top lane. I think you have the right idea here, trying to push top. But remember that you're super split from your team, so if they happen to do anything, then you're not going to be 100% there, or like you're not going to be there as fast. So just keep a good eye out for your team. You've been caught out to Sejuani, so that should be a free kill. EWQ. And then you get the top tower. Nice one. You have ulti? Yeah. The double Shumpo. Are you gonna die from the bleed? You're not. Soraka ulted for that. Uh oh. Unlucky. You probably should have just backed up, I guess. Probably the safer, smartest move to do. Jesus, what is this? What was that Riven combo? She was going for a stun into ulti, not even like doing any other damage to them. Yeah, Riven going too hard, but she knows that she's ahead, so she's trying to make ballsy plays. What? An anal assist? What's up, Tricks? Yeah. Okay, so... Wow, they're so low. You can actually go up to them and kill them right now. A minion. Oh, you didn't W. Damn. So, like, when you go for a combo like that, like... Especially when you're on, like, when you're jumping on a minion like that, you gotta throw your Q and W at the same time. That's how he got away, pretty much. And you didn't Shumpo close to be there. You should have been a little more patient with that Shumpo. Try to jump on him instead of just the dagger. But they're all dead, so. Do you have ulti? Yes, you do. Okay, jump on Twitch. Kill him. And then EWQ. Kill him. And then Syndra presses R. Well, you kill him too. Alright, nice. See what I'm saying? You're a lot tankier than you think. And you're a lot more ahead, which means that the enemy is also really behind. Keep that in mind. Kill... You probably have enough... Oh, you don't have enough Shumpo. See how much you tank there? You can jump on Twitch. No, Ali's right there. Nice, nice. Syndra had ult there, that was a little scary. It's like you want the Alistar to jump on you or something, but like he's also really scared. Yeah, but if he did jump on you, like that potentially could have been a free kill. But Ali has ulti. Good that you were trying to bait something. Dragon. Next step is to either pressure, like just pressure objectives at this point. What Inhibs allows you to do is just pressure other objectives while they have to deal with the super minions. So you can go Baron, you can go top, you can go bot, you can have Riven split, because Riven could probably take on anybody. There's a lot of ways to approach this. But yeah, looks like you want to back first. Interesting set of items. Wait, Wait, so you had 250 left. You decided to go Negatron, which is kind of weird. I think in this kind of situation, I think you don't want to get one shot by Syndra, but Syndra's not really that strong. You can get to Negatron for the GA, I guess. Probably would have went just straight up like Needless and Blasting Wand, just so I can get like Death Cap next, because you're that ahead. Okay, so Syndra dies. Twitch is just buff forever, so that's really stupid. If you don't be like this Twitch where like you just tunnel on farm, especially when Baron's up, because that just means free Baron. You gotta stick with your team so that they don't get Baron for free. Okay, so you guys get Baron, and then it should be over like real soon. So we're in splitting pot, and then now you guys pretty much just have to push top. Whoa. Switch. Yep. Good, and then E, and then you jump Q. And then you can jump on that. Again. Me onto that. Yep. Okay. That was pretty well played. Your job was to basically just instant end Twitch. He stood like in the middle of everything. So his positioning was really bad. Yeah, that was just you diving too far, but honestly, like, you guys are so ahead. I would have done the same thing, honestly. Just to try to, like, get some extra kills or try to look for outplay just because I'm that strong. The game's about to end anyway. Oh, this is gonna end. Not yet, I guess. And that's gonna kill everyone? Well. Okay, so I'm just pretty much just waiting for this to end. So you do have Death Cap now. Next item will probably be GA. Didn't even need your ult there. You're too strong. I would have just blown ult there just cause like it's on such a short cooldown. It's like it's 30 seconds basically, cause after you get a kill, and then if you just pick up another kill without ulti, like again, just your ult's like up again. Kill Twitch. Ourselves well played. So, a few things I want to note is, I think I would have went Gunblade here first, looking at how Syndra was playing. Syndra was playing really up. Like, when you see someone playing too aggressive like that, it's so easy to set up kills on them, because then you could just like set Q up and just like jump on them. Especially when they're like that type of player who walks up to you and tries to poke you on the tower. Those players will get heavily punished. And if they do it blindly, like there's some people that can do it well, but if they do it blindly, then like, yeah. You just have to expect like, when you weave in and out just a little bit and just bait out Syndra Q, that's when you can kind of go in, you know. Let's see. You did go Rallies first. That's not bad. Gunblade afterwards, yeah, that's fine. I think Gunblade's better than Luden's, so yeah. I do think should have bought Sork Shoes a little sooner. Even though it delays your next item, you're still really strong and you're still ahead. So Sork Shoes would have helped you push your lead a little further, especially with the movement speed you get from Sork Shoes. It allows you to pretty much gap close onto Syndra a lot easier because she got Sork Shoes too, so you kind of wanted to match it as well. If you're trying to play like aggressive. Yeah, Syndra only had Morello for a really long time. You shouldn't have been so scared of her. I think a lot of times like you didn't go in to make ballsy plays because like you're afraid of what their champs are. But if you looked at some fights, if you looked at the CC, then you could have definitely went in and cleaned up. You just gotta like know that you can outplay spells and outplay, just outplay in general. There was that one time at mid where when you cleared the wave, you should like look to see where you can help your team instead of like going around trying to ward. Because there was that time when you were here and then there was like Jarvan and Sejuani here, or Jarvan, Sejuani, and then those Riven. You should have just immediately just looked to try to help your team. Instead, you went back here and then I think you were just not focused on your team. So like that's the whole point of League of Legends. It's a team game. So always be there for your team. You can pick up free easy kills because if your team is like starting a fight, that's just opportunities for you to get free kills in general. So just be on the lookout for that. Just like the fact that your team is playing aggressive in their jungle or like playing up and like actually fighting. You want to look for these fights and look for it wherever you can so that you can pick up easy kills. I don't know what else to say. Like this game was like pretty stompy, so I didn't have much to say really. I do like the build path. I liked how you went Void Staff third item, so that's fine. Honestly, against them, they didn't really build any MR, so you could have potentially gone away with Death Cap third. Well, Sejuani and it was just Sejuani and Twitch. Twitch built it in the end, so they actually didn't have any MR. You could have probably went Death Cap or something. One thing about the laning phase is that you shouldn't always shove it. You shouldn't shove wave for no reason. Like there has to be a reason for you to shove wave. If you want to like shove wave and you see something, if you think something's gonna happen bottom or you see an opportunity or they're overextending, that's when you should shove wave and be like, all right, I'm gonna keep you mid lane, and then I'm gonna roam. But so when Syndra's like level 5 and you're like almost level 7, you should have just let Syndra walk up and try to farm or zone her out. If she walks up, if she overextends for the farm, that's when you just kill her and gap close with your E and then just throw out your combo. Oh yeah, level 1. Level 1 was pretty rough to watch because you're just getting hit by Syndra Qs all day. Honestly, like it's okay to miss farm as long as you get the XP. One thing you want to do is like you can kind of sit closer to Syndra. Don't just sit outside of her Q range because then it's a lot easier for her to hit the Q. What you want to do is like you want to stand a little bit more close to her. If she ends up autoing you, the mage minions actually start attacking her. So you want to stay near mage minions and try to be confident about dodging the Qs. It's okay if you get hit by a few, but you got hit by like 5 in level 1. So yeah, just it's okay if you wanted to like play a little safer against Syndra. Maybe you're not good at the matchup, maybe you're not good at dodging Qs, then you should just stay back, let the minions push into your tower, because that leaves you at an advantageous position. You want the enemy to have to walk up so that you have more room to kill her. Because like, if she's up here and tower's over here, you have this whole entire space to kill her. So yeah. There wasn't really much to say. This was just like a monthly analysis for my Patreon member, so I can see why he would pick just like this game, because he gets it for free anyway for being a patron. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was a good game. Very good game.